Hello and welcome back everyone, and you may notice that there's lightning on my screen. A lot of that lightning. Now, something a lot of people probably ask when their children is, geez parents, there's electricity that just flies into the sky. Why don't we just store that and then use that to power our homes? The answer is it's very hard to control the incredible amounts of power coming out of lightning. And that's true in even the powder toy. Let's go ahead and give this lightning something to hit. Let's give it a little lightning rod made out of titanium. And yeah, so we did get a little bit of electricity to go down the line, but you may also notice that it completely obliterated our lightning rod. Now, we do have lightning rods in the real world that do not explode one hit, but it's going to be an added challenge in the powder toy because it does explode one hit. Let's see if we can design a lightning rod that does not immediately explode. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this rod of titanium, and then I'm going to fill it with coolant, and hopefully we can keep it cool enough that it does not immediately explode when it's hit by light. Oh, geez, nope. 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 Okay, that was not effective. What if I cool it down to start? Maybe it's because it's not cold enough off the bat. All right, let's try this. No. Wow. It's just so powerful. Even with us trying super hard to keep it nice and cool and safe. Fine, okay, let's do something that can handle super high pressure. Let's get some ceramic and encase the entire thing. Sure, ceramic isn't a conductor, but let's see if it can at least survive the strike. Actually, it kind of did survive the strike. That gives us a little bit of an idea on how to continue. Let's find something a little bit denser, but also a conductor. Let's go ahead and grab tungsten. Now, tungsten gets extremely hot when it passes a current, so I may have to work. Are you serious? It has such a high melting point, and it still gets absolutely destroyed. Part of the problem is the pressure. There's so much pressure when the lightning hits. Oh my! I have an idea. Okay, new plan. All right, this is genius. It's not incredibly genius, but we'll see how this works. Okay, I have an idea. Okay, no. This is actually a really good idea, guys. I don't have great ideas too often on this channel, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. This one is good. All right. Clone on the top of this with water. It'll just evaporate off, and water is still conductive. Water is conductive, so technically speaking, the water should be able to take the hit and pass the electricity still. We're just gonna need more water, like a lot more water. All right, huge amounts of water. Oh, jeez. I was really helpful. I thought this was going to work. Perhaps this won't work. I thought I could just get like a rod and okay. I was hoping we could just surround it with water and the water would protect it. I mean, the water kind of did protect it. Part of the issue is that there's just so much lightning coming out of this darn lightning rod. Like, holy moly, it's going for it. Okay, so we do this out in the ocean, okay? So we got our salt water. We are out in the literal ocean. Well, how does it do so much damage? Oh my god, this isn't even lightning. This is like nuclear lightning. The powder toy lightning is so OP to the max. It literally has just melted away the entire ocean. How do I harness this? I'm getting kind of discouraged here. It's so powerful. There's got to be something that we can use against lightning, though. Like, there's so many different things in this game. Alright, what happens if exotic matter... If exotic matter gets hit by lightning, it looks really cool. Okay. That's not what we're looking for, but it is cool. Alright, what about... There's gotta be something we can use. I'll use ceramic because ceramic is actually likely to survive. And then inside of this, we're going to have clone with literal liquid nitrogen and a lot of it. Like a lot of liquid nitrogen production. Gotta get it as cold as possible. Okay. Okay. Oh, the issue is this is not going to refill with water quickly enough because it's ice. Oh, jeez! Do you see the absolute... Oh, it is just brutal. Okay, maybe this entire thing can be moved a little bit further away from the lightning. Make it a little bit less dramatic. Okay, so it technically did survive that. Just for the record, it did kind. Oh, jeez. It did kind of survive that. This is not enough. We're going to need this entire experiment to be a lot deeper. All right. Like a lot of ice. Okay. Now we're going to copy this row of water generation and just give it a little bit more power. Okay, so now the lightning has a hard time actually making it through. But we need additional ability to cool because it's clearly not enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get heat conductor. And we're gonna have heat conductor go down the sides. I think this is actually stable now. Like it's not getting through this first line of the quantity of water that is required for this is quite ridiculous. I don't think anyone would ever want to use this much water for anything. But all we have to do now is stick a rod into here. And this rod has one basic job. That job is to carry the electric energy from the lightning. Yes! Yes! We're doing it! We're harvesting the energy. What? How did this actually work? Sorry about VLC popping up there. Hey, that's me. I cannot believe this. It is actually harnessing the electricity from the lightning, and it's taking a wee bit of damage, a little bit, but overall it's not doing as terribly as it could be. We can also increase the cooling capacity of this by getting a little bit more up close and personal with this liquid nitrogen generation over here. Here we go. How cold is this? Negatives. Yeah. Fight back. Oh yes, it's really working. It's really working. The only issue is that the ice can't conduct. So we have to make sure that there is a current rod available to pick up that electric charge in the middle, which is not frozen. However, look at this! We're doing it! We're doing it! This is so ridiculous on so many levels. We are literally messing with nature here to a point at which is absurd. Let's increase the cooling capacity even further. Because that's the biggest issue, is its inability to keep up with the amount of energy being placed in by the lightning. I mean, the lightning has a ton of energy, which causes all the water to turn to steam. It melts the ice, but we can fight it. We can fight back. Okay, it is actually managing to do a lot of damage now. It's not optimal. That's not optimal. Come on. Sometimes the lightning just strikes a lot more, and when it strikes more, the quantity of damage is increased rather considerably. I mean, it's still not managing to destroy the project. I mean, it's doing a little bit of damage, but here it goes. It's recovering slowly but surely. It hasn't been generating power for a little bit, but that's fine. I've got a plan, guys. What we're gonna do is we're going to have this power that it does manage to get. We're gonna store it in a battery. Store it in a battery. So one sec. Let's go ahead and get some ceramic, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. This is our battery. Let's go ahead and get some lithium. Fill it up. Go ahead and get some P-Cillion for the charging. All right, let's see if we can fill this battery up using the power of lightning. Oh, it's recovering, and it's picking up some power. It's picking up some power from the lightning. It's charging the battery. It's working. It's working. This is so ridiculous on so many levels. Oh, this is the definition of half working. Like, yes, it's picking up electricity, and occasionally it's charging, but it is slowly getting damaged. This is not a permanent solution, but I guess it's better than nothing. What is going on with the lithium over here? It looks really odd. Oh well, I'm sure it's fine. Sure, it's fine. Look at the amount of water we use, though. This is absurd. Average Texan lawn system. That's the amount of water we're using. Okay, but seriously, we're generating a lot of electricity now from the lightning, so I guess it's worth it. I guess it's worth it after all. Occasionally, though, it really outdoes what our cooling system is capable of handling. And then it does damage to the actual structure. And then occasionally the lightning slows down a little bit and there's some recovery, but it goes back and forth. And in the real world, storms will be better or worse occasionally, so just sticking this system on top of your house where it may or may not melt and explode, probably a bad idea. Also, the amount of power required to cool it down is probably pretty similar to the amount of power it's generating. I don't think it's it's very effective. I also think the temperature, the freezing of the battery, I don't think that's good for it. Okay, well, at the very least, we built something kind of cool. I mean, it ain't perfect. But you know what? The video's been going for what? 20 minutes now, and it's still functioning. It hasn't died. It hasn't died completely yet. Like, some of the heat conductor was damaged, yeah, but the actual system down here did not get destroyed. But let's go ahead and do a superstorm. Let's do 2 lightning spawners and see what happens. Oh, the amount of lightning! Okay. It may be not feasible now. It may be completely unfeasible. Actually, it's still surviving. I mean, there's a lot less ice, and the ice is getting beat back super far. The heat conductor's being damaged a little bit more. Alright, now we got 3 going. 3 times the lightning. The steam is all the way down now to the cooling box, and the cooling box is at several hundred degrees. Several hundred degrees may be an issue, guys. But the heat conductor is still at negative. So it's still fighting. That cooling system with the liquid nitrogen is still doing a good job. Now there are 5 lightning sources all hitting at the same time. The heat conductor is now almost not even negative anymore. It is struggling. It's on the struggle bus now at about negative 30 degrees. All right, add another 3 more sources of lightning. Oh, it actually managed to break. Actually managed to break down here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It cut off our line. Obviously, it's not producing electricity anymore at this point. The water vapor in here is now at 1,000 degrees. The ceramic is at 700 degrees. And the heat conductor is... Okay, this heat conductor up here is at 300 degrees. Down here it's at negative 100 because it got broken off from the main bit. We're starting to see some melting occur in here of the actual heat conductor system. It actually ripped off over here. Let's add just a few more lightning sources and see how far we can push it. Now it is handling over 10 sources of lightning. Even though it's spawning considerable amounts of water, it's just not enough to cool down. Everything is beginning to melt. The heat conductor up here is at 1,000 degrees. We're starting to see the heat conductor even down here heat up. The ceramic is at 700 degrees. Let's remove 1 layer of the water and see what happens. Ooh, wow, that single layer of water made a huge difference. Okay, everything is starting to melt now. Holy moly. You can see everything is very, very nice and toasty. Oh, we have our first damage to the actual cooling system now. As the cooling system gets more damaged, it'll be less able to defend itself, which means it's just going to slowly get worse and worse. How unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna remove another row of water spawners. It's game over, boys. It's game over. There it goes. There's now consistently molten material. The ceramic is starting to fail. Everything's falling apart. No! No! It did so well. Now, only 1 defensive layer of water. I mean, it's still creating the liquid nitrogen and cooling, but the liquid nitrogen isn't able to properly fend off. Oh no. It's been breached. It's been breached. It's been breached. All that liquid nitrogen is now just pouring out instead of actually cooling. This, like, 3,000 degree steam is just flying out of the side. Alright, guys. I think we're gonna end it here. I think that the experiment has ended. Alright, so obviously there's probably a better way to do this, but that's where I ask you to let me know down below how you manage. Yeah, go ahead. Try it yourself. The Powder Toy is free. You can just download it. Try to build a lightning rod system that works without melting. And while you're still here, you should go ahead and make sure to post when you build that. Show me on Valor. Valor.gg. Valor is a community chat platform that I am developing, and you should get on there to tell me what to do in the next episode, because guess what? Valor is lit. And as you're going to see, it's lit. Oh yeah. Join Valor today. It's free. It respects your privacy. And it supports your favorite YouTuber. That's right. Mr. Beast. Not really. But Mr. Beast, if you're interested, I'm always open to investment offers. Thank you. Goodbye.